And welcome back. It's wonderful to be a part of the show tonight with such wonderful guests as Michael Oatman and Fred Perry, all of the terrific people that you've seen earlier. And we have a couple of other just extraordinary people, performers, people involved in the arts that we're going to introduce you today. And I'm just delighted and pleased to have actually 4 members of what are called, or what is called, I think, the footlighters up at Case Western Reserve University. To my left here is Andrea Clark. Very nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And also Beau Reddington. Nice to have you as well.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Well, it's a pleasure. Listen, the first thing that I mentioned, of course, was the footlighters. I first met you several years ago when you first came to Case Western, and your parents were just kind of bringing you to take a look. And you are, what year are you now?
I'm a senior now.
Time flies, doesn't it? Well, can you tell us a little bit about what the footlighters are? Or I think you have a pet name for them. I'll let you say it.
We are the footies, actually. That's our hip Case lingo we like to use. We're an entirely student-run organization through Case Western Reserve University and the Cleveland Institute of Music and the Cleveland Institute of Art, dedicated to the production of musical theater.
Okay. And Beau, what year are you in
I'm
there?
also a senior, yeah.
All right. And so now, one of the things that I've discovered about Case Western Reserve University students and CMI students is that they tend to use both the left and the right side of their brains. We had a fellow by the name of Cody Wood who came through the program who was both a bioengineering major and a musician, and he has a record contract now and so forth. What are you studying at the university?
Well, I actually have 2 majors and a minor. One is music performance, and economics is my other major, and then my minor is in Italian.
Oh, very nice. Why Italian?
I just kind of stumbled into it. I really like the teacher, I really like my classmates, so it just kind of happened, I guess.
Very nice. And what about you, Beau?
I'm majoring in computer science, so kind of the opposite of theater and music, I suppose. But I really enjoy it right now. I'm currently an intern at Phillips Healthcare, so that's kind of fun for me as well. And I'll be starting back up with full classes next semester. But that's my only major.
Well, and we wanted to have a little bit of information about you because part of the reason that you're here is you have a production coming up of Avenue Q. Andrea, can you tell me a little bit about what this production involves? What is Avenue Q, first of all, and when is this going to be happening?
Well, our production goes up November 8th, 9th, and 10th, so you should definitely check it out. Look on our website, footlighters.case.edu, or look up ticket information at tickets.case.edu. And basically the production just follows the character Princeton, who is this young, bright-eyed guy who just graduated from college, which is kind of what we're going to be doing next year, I guess.
Yeah, scary, right?
I don't know. And it's just kind of all the colorful characters he meets, and it's got a very childish kind of atmosphere to the entire show. And he just kind of deals with adult life, though.
I see. Mm-hmm. Now, this, you actually got the rights through whom?
Music Theater International, so MTI.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're doing a lot of the things that they did on in the Broadway show. And so we're really excited about that. We get to use the performance quality puppets. Like, all the puppets are super expensive, and I'm scared to use them, but I love them.
Oh,
they're so fun
to
work with. It's also really great to be able to work with the freshmen, because we have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and all different kinds of years. Our director is a graduate student, and we have all different ages that also do it too. So it's fun to have some people get really into the puppets. Some people are actually just humans, and they interact with puppets, so that's kind of cool too.
They're not as lucky as us.
Yeah, we both get puppets in the show.
Very nice. Well, now, in terms of how this kind of thing matches your own career goals. Obviously with engineering, with the computer sciences and the economics and Italian and all of that. Where do you feel you're headed in your careers, Andrea?
Well, I am starting to take the GMAT now, so that's been hoot and a holler, I guess.
Is that for business school?
For business school,
Yeah.
that's my current goal, but
Okay. Well, see, and that's the interesting thing about being involved in Case Western Reserve University as well as the Institute of Music, is that you have the opportunity to pursue a wide range of interests. It doesn't just have to be one particular major. You can do economics, you can do music, you can do performance. I'm really excited about actually seeing the production myself. How are things going as far as the rehearsals? Are you getting ready to, are you feeling good about what's coming up?
Well, we've got just about a full run under our belts, right? We're really excited for the shows coming up. We're actually, I'd say we're ahead of a lot of the shows we've had in the past in rehearsal process. We've got a great looking set going up. It's about 3/4 or so of the way built. It's really fun because we get to build our own sets. It's another part of our club. We do everything is by the students and for the students. So.
Now, you mentioned the club. What is your specific role with the Footlighters, Andrea?
well, I am currently the PR chair, so that's working with public relations and marketing in the group, but I'm also a castmate
Okay.
in the show.
Along with the puppets, of course.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about the puppets. Beau, what are they? How are they unique in this production?
Well, a lot of the times, for example, there's some characters named the Bad Idea Bears. And they're these cute little bears, and they're like the two devils on Princeton's shoulder. Because there's no angel, there's just two devils on his shoulder, but they're
Nice.
still cute, and they say the most bizarre things that you would not expect a cute little fluffy bear to say. And so, it's really, I guess, satirical in some ways that way. And then you also, you get to do things with a puppet that humans can't do. For example, my puppet has 2 arms and a body that you have to put a hand in. So I have a right arm that actually gets to stand next to me the entire show, and our arms are doing different things.
So is that anything like, say, people are familiar with the Lion Kings? Anything like that, or?
There's puppets in that too. They get to wear like big things on their bodies, and so I feel like in Lion King it's more of a whole body thing, whereas
I see.
Yeah, ours
in
is like a...
your arms.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you have to do every action that you can do with your whole body with your 2 arms. So it's kind of it's interesting. It's an interesting challenge.
and to coordinate that.
Yeah.
Well, one other thing, again, I think this is important because in addition to this production, and we want to encourage everyone to attend it. Like I say, I can't wait to see it myself. But there are so many different groups, performing arts groups at Case Western Reserve. You have theater groups, you have television groups, you have dance groups. You also are involved in a cabaret, as I understand it.
That is actually through the Footlighters as well. That's more of an annual thing.
Yeah.
We do that at Nighttown, the jazz club.
And that just happened, what, this past week or so?
It happened at the beginning of October,
Okay.
October 6th, I believe,
Yeah.
6th, 7th, yeah.
So here we're talking about people who perform at places like Nighttown. I've got Caramel on the brain because that would be a good place to be as well. So tell the people again, if they want to get tickets, they want to attend the production, how may they get in touch with the box office or whomever? Is there a website, a phone number?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you go to tickets.case.edu, it's a really easy process. You just kind of like sign up for which day you want and you get your ticket.
Okay.
Or you can send an email to
Me.
to Andrea
Well.
at
And what email address?
My email address is amc136@case.edu.
Okay. And where exactly on the campus is the performance? Where are people going to come to see this?
It is actually at Carlton Commons, which is on the south side of Case Weston's campus.
Okay.
You get to hike up our huge stairs.
Okay.
the
Well,
elephant stairs. We love
Yeah,
it.
we love
well,
them.
it sounds like it's going to be just a ton of fun. And I want to thank both of you, Andrea, Beau, for being on the show, for talking with us about the upcoming production. And we're not finished yet because we still have a couple of other members of the Footlighters, including the director and one of the other, I guess you would say, persons of all trades, as it were. So stay with us for just a few moments. We'll be right back with Wake Up and Live with